Hello everyone, welcome to another basic to advanced tutorial. And in this one I'm going to make this design. I scrapbook and drink wine. What's your superpower? So this is an example I found on Amazon, you can see. And for making a design like this we need to use some graphics. So they are using a graphic of a scrapbook and wine glass and wine bottles, and then some, and they're using the text whatever the way they liked. So if I am to make this design better or make something that will sell, then I need to do my own twist here. But before starting any design we need to understand the concept very well. So it is saying I scrapbook and drink wine. So drink wine, maybe we all understand that drinking wine, but what is scrapbook or scrapbooking? So we can simply search like this, scrapbooking. You will find this like scrapbooking is a method of preserving or presenting and arranging personal and family history in the form of a book, box or card. That means if I go to this image section here, so this is what a scrapbook looks like. That means this is just like a photo album, but it can contain photos, it can contain letters or anything. If people just cut those in pieces and then arrange it, or if they can there just add this in this book, and that is called scrapbooking. And there I will find some kind of graphics idea too. So it is saying scrapbooking image. That means this is the, people can cut things in any format, any shape they want, and they maybe use some tapes or pins to attach them with the book. So that is what called scrapbooking. Now for making a design like this we need to understand this concept very well. And then the tools or elements that can represent this kind of things. So you can see, if you are to make a scrapbook like this, if you want to make something like this, then what tools you will be need. You will be using a scissor, I think. You will need some glue or tape. You will use some pins. So from this image I get the idea that we need a scissor. Maybe we will need some paper pin to attach the photos. We maybe need some tapes. So these are the, or even here, these are the tools you will need to make a scrapbook. So we can use them to represent or to make the connection between the buyer and the design. So for doing that you can simply search on, I was searching like for wine, and I find this image is really good. I will be using this one, and you can see this is free to download. And I was searching like for paper clip, and I found some different images here. I am going to use this one here, and then maybe I will use this image here just to make it look like something, some sort of scrapbooking. So these are the elements I will be using here, and this is going to be the text. So for this one I'm going to again use some fonts like this: Lobster, Regular, Anton and Cooper Black. So these are the fonts I will be using here. So I scrapbook, I want to make it a bit bigger in size and all caps, because this is the important part of my design. So I want to keep it like this. Maybe I can do one more thing, and that is I can simply split the text here. Okay, so this is called a script divide text frame. You will need to install that additionally. You will find that in my Facebook group. So with that we can simply break out text. So I scrapbook, if I keep it like this, then I can put the eye here, not just a plain eye placed there. I will do something for that area, that is fine. So this is going to be one style of my text. And then, and this is the and text here. I will just use something like that. Maybe I will use that font here. I scrapbook and drink wine. So this drink wine I want to make it total different. So I'm going to use a different font so that it catches eyes. Whenever you are looking at the design, you can tell that this is a different part of your design. So what's your superpower? So what's your, I'm going to make it in that style. And then superpower, I want to make it a bit powerful looking. So this is the text placement or the design, you can say the design alignment I want for this design, or the font selection I want for this design. So once it is done, everything looks good, you can simply break the fonts. Now before breaking the font I always try to keep a copy, so that if anything goes wrong I can change them here. So let's break the fonts right now. And for doing that scrapbooking thing, I will add some scrapbooking elements here and some wine elements here. So for doing that, so these are the elements I will be using, as I said. So I'm going to, first of all, I'm going to take some pins and paper clips from here, and maybe I will use this one. So let's ungroup them all. I'm going to use this one first. So I'm going to take that, paste it here, and then I'm going to make it look like this. That is good. Now in this one I'm going to make it align with this part of my text. That is fine. So this heart shape I want to make it as big as my this scrapbook text, and that is fine. So this one I will be using here, but it will not look like an eye. So for changing that, I am going to change the font here. Maybe I will use that copper black, that eye looks better. So this is how it is going to look from here. And I scrapbook, I want to make it kind of joined with my that text and the shape that I am using here. So as you can see, I am not just placing that as it is, I am making it a part of my design. So maybe I will use on here just to make a connection between my this graphic and my text, and that is good to go. And for the end area, I will just use maybe this one or this one. So it is looking good, don't nothing to worry about. And this one I am going to place it here. So maybe I will just align it with my with the top of my artboard area. That is fine. So it should be aligned with this area here, this part, not this part. So that is good. Now, and so I'm going to place it here, Control X, Control F. That means cut, paste in front. So just, and I just added that to make it look like it is the, it is also a part of my this scrapbooking element or things like that. That is good. Now this is just the scrapbooking part, but maybe I will need to move it a bit sideways. That is good. So I scrapbook and drink wine. Now for this area I will just use some of this. Like you can see, this is the, these are all the elements of scrapbooking. So I'll just take some of them and I will just place them in my design, somewhere in my design. They don't need to be very specific or in a very bigger shape. So I will maybe put one here just to make it, just to fill this area. That is fine. So maybe I will use this one here in a bit bigger shape, so I can simply change this one too, just to fill all those area, and that is good. So maybe I will make another connection from here. This is not really important, but it is the connection between the buyer and the designer and the design. So you can see, if it is to look good or to work here, it should look like this part is okay. So not that one. Maybe I will use this step here, copy that, paste in front. So something like this, and that is good. I scrapbook and drink wine. So this is the part of the scrapbooking. I'm going to select this and then make it a group so that I don't lose their position. That is totally fine. And here I will be needing my rulers. So I'm going to bring them here so that I know what is the maximum wide of my design. I will, whatever I will do, I will not go outside of this ruler area. That is fine. Let's select everything and then make this the key object. Align in the center position. That is good. And this is aligning well. I will just make it, I will just fill the area, nothing else. So something like this will work. Now I'm going to distribute the space of course so that it looks like this. So this is how my design is looking right now, or it is the position of the design. And I have this area to fill in with my wine or any other element if I want to use. So I can simply use that, but maybe I have another idea. I just want to make this a group and then cut it and then paste it here. So I want to place drink wine like this, of course, and then make it a group so that I can select this part and then align it with my that graphic. Okay, so maybe I will just use it in a bigger in size. So I did some elements, I did some work to represent the scrapbooking. So that's why I make the drink wine bigger so that I can put some wine related elements here. So these are all different things I wanted to use in the design, but that's not really important now. So maybe I will just use this one and this one. These two I'm going to use for this design, something like this. And then I want to make it, of course, bigger in size so that it represent whatever I'm trying to represent, and then maybe a bit bigger in size, so something like that. Okay, so this is the position. I'm going to make it a group so that I can select them all, then align them in the center position. Again, I'm going to make it align with this. So this is how it is looking, and this is the center position of my this graphic. That is good to go. And for the scrapbooking things, area things or elements, you can see, so I have some empty space here. I can simply put anything I want. This is really not important. Okay, so as you can see, this is how it is looking right now, and this is the way of this design. Now I can simply pick colors from here, or I can simply pick these colors. These are a bit brighter, so I'm going to place them here. Now they are in my clipboard, they are here. If I see, when they're selected, if I click on this group, it is going to make a color group from these colors and then delete them. I don't need them anymore. So I have the colors here. Now I can simply change my graphics color from here. So for the wine, I'm going to make it red, but not that red, maybe this red. This is a bit dramatic. And then drink wine, I am going to make it something like this. Okay, so maybe I will use something like, okay, let's do that later. So this one I'm going to use this yellow color here. What's your superpower? And then this one I'm going to make it this color. So scrapbooking, I am going to make it this red, and this one this yellow. Okay, so this is how my colors are looking, and I want everything to be in exactly same color. So how to do that? And for doing that, I'm going to fix this first of all. So I need to select everything from here, like this heart shape here, then trim. So trim will make it trim everything. Now I'm going to take my magic wand tool to select this color, and then I'm going to change it to this color. Then maybe I will select this color to change it this color, something like that, and then again that color. Okay, so I don't like that color. Let's make it all in this color. So no details in it, as you can see. This is just going to be a simple looking graphic, and of course it is looking a bit different from the original one. That is also one of my concern. So I'm going to change this color here, maybe not that color, just like this. That is fine. Now here are some blacks in the design. I don't need them maybe. So I'm going to select everything from here, with this one too. Then I'm going to make it trim. So trim is going to look like this. The end is disappeared, but don't worry, select this, and then here is the end. I'm going to paste it in the back, Control B, and that is pasted in the background of the end here. So that is fine. Now for this area, I'm going to just take my magic wand tool again to select everything that is in this semi black color. I'm going to make it complete black. So this is how it is looking. Or maybe I can do one more thing, that is selecting everything from here with this text and then trim again. To trim, Control X, Control B, that will paste it something like this. That is good. Now I'm going to select my select the black with magic wand tool and then delete. So basically there will be no black in the design. It is going to look like this, and that is fine. So I have some extra areas here. I need to fix this. Okay, so that is gone, deleted. Now for this one I'll use the same trick, the trim, then magic wand tool. I'm going to select the black and delete, and this is how it is looking, but there may be some extra area. So as you can see here, this one, this one, I will delete them. I am really a bit picky about these small details. I don't want them to be here in my design. Okay, so this is how it is looking. Now I need to do one more thing, that is I'm going to select a, I'm going to create a stroke here with no fill, no stroke color, blank. Then select my magic wand tool to select this shape, and it is going to select some more shapes from the design. That is fine, let's delete. So this is how it is looking right now. It is not really very good to see, but let's put a black background so that we can see. So this is how it is looking right now, and you can see we have some whites in our design, so we can bring some more whites. That is fine. And then for the this text we can make it a bit fancy, and how to do that, let's do a bit simpler way. So I'm going to put this one something like here, then I'm going to press Ctrl C and Ctrl B. That will give me that exact shape in the background, and then I'm going to put it here, but let's unite them and change color so that you can see. So I have this white shape and this pink shape. If I select this white shape and create an offset path for this time not in negative direction, something like this, that is fine. Let's click OK and then press unite. It is going to make it unite. Change the color so that we can see, but do not click anywhere else, cut it. Now I need to select my this shape, this pink shape, you can see what is being selected, and press Ctrl F here. So I have two shapes here, the blue one and the pink one, and the blue one is selected. If I press shift and click on this pink one, it is going to be selected too. So when these two are selected, simply press alt and click on this minus front. It is going to give us this effect here. Go to object and expand appearance. So this is a cool looking text effect for us, and this is good. This is in, okay, so maybe I can simply fix this by pressing shift M to erase that part. That will look better. So that is fine. Now for this shape here, you can see this is in 3D, this is also in 3D shape, but my this wine glass and wine bottle, they are looking just plain simple. So I will do some tricks. I am going to create that exactly same highlight effect here by selecting this one, creating an offset path in the negative direction. That is fine. Click OK, unite, then cut, paste in front. If I change the color, it will be visible. Now this is the shape I created. If I select this one and then copy, Ctrl F, I'm going to paste it in the background, something like this. And then I'm going to select this two shape and then click on minus front. So this is how it is looking right now. I'm taking my eraser tool to erase this small part, and this one I'm going to cut, select this shape. Okay, I don't need to do transparency, so I'm going to press Ctrl F here. Now I'm going to select this two shape, press alt and minus front. It is going to erase those part. Go to object, expand appearance. It is just going to make it a bit 3D. So I'm going to selecting my this shape again some a little bit of minus direction offset path, cut it, Ctrl F to paste in front, then again Ctrl F to paste in front. So I have two copies there. If you don't understand, I can change the color. So this is one copy and this is another copy. So I need to select this two shape and then minus front. So this is how my this is the shape I get here. I'm going to select this shape and then this shape to again create the minus front effect. So this is how it is looking right now, and that is the 3D effect that I wanted to create here. So that is fine. Now for this part here, the superpower part, this was a important text, so let's try to use a little bit 3D for that. I'm going to make round this time, same smaller offset path, Control X, Control F, Control F again. Now move them a bit right, select these two and then minus front. Okay, so if you do not press alt, this is what is going to happen. So press alt and click on this minus front, and this is how it is looking. Change the color, change it to white. So you can see this is the 3D effect. And again I need to erase these details from my design. They are not no way important, so I will not keep them. Okay, so this is how it is looking. I can simply cut this, select this shape. Okay, let's not cut it, let's put some red highlight to that text, and you can see this is how it is going to look. Of course, for this scrapbook text I can do that similar effect here, but that's not okay. Let's try to do that because that will be important. So I'm going to select this text, and as I use trim, it is trimmed out. Let's make them a group. Now I'm going to create offset path just like this, unite to change the color, Ctrl X, Ctrl F, then again Ctrl F. Just I'm going to do this in left side, something like this. Okay, not that one, maybe a bit of white, and that is fine. So if I need to do some changes here, I am going to do it from there, and then I'll need to erase this part. Okay, so that is good. So you can see this is how it is looking right now and that is good for me. And this is the final design for this one. I hope this will give you some advanced level of idea of how to modify a design, how to make a good looking typography design. And if you want, you can add some more details to the design, like you can add some stars in some places if you just want to fill on of some of these areas. You can use some basic round shape ellipse, use different shapes of ellipse, like different sizes of ellipse, sorry, not shapes, in different colors, because that looks good. Okay, so this one and this one I'll maybe use this color. Anyway, so this is how you can make your design look good, or you can put some effect to your design, that's up to you. So maybe I will use, okay, I'm sorry, so I'm not going to do anything else here. So this is how it is looking, and this will be the final design for this one. So let me know in the comment section if you have any question about the design. If you have anything in your mind that you want to learn, I will try to help you, or I'll try to make a video on that. You can post that in our Facebook group. Make sure you join our group, and thank you for watching. See you in the next one, guys.